Katie and the Stupid Horse. Katie was a little girl with a big dream. From the moment she saw her first ballet performance at the age of 5, she knew that she wanted to be a dancer. But not just any dancer. Katie dreamed of performing the most incredible ballet moves on the back of a majestic horse, under the dazzling lights of the Rising Sun Circus. Every day, Katie practiced her ballet moves with unwavering dedication. She pirouetted and plied in her small bedroom, imagining herself gracefully gliding through the air atop a magnificent steed. But there was one thing standing in her way: she didn't have a horse. Despite her family's limited financial means, Katie refused to give up on her dream. She took matters into her own hands and decided to raise the money herself. For an entire year, she set up a lemonade stand on the corner of her street, tirelessly pouring glasses of refreshing lemonade for passers-by. With each glass sold, Katie inched closer to her goal. And finally, after 12 months of hard work and determination, she had saved up enough money to buy a horse. But it wasn't the majestic stallion she had imagined. It was a scrawny, stubborn mare with a reputation for being unruly, the stupid horse, as some of the locals called it. Undeterred by the horse's less-than-ideal reputation, Katie was determined to make her dream a reality. She named the horse Rosie, and together they embarked on a journey of training and perseverance. But no matter how hard Katie tried, Rosie refused to cooperate. She bucked and brayed, kicking up dust and sending Katie tumbling to the ground more times than she could count. Frustration gnawed at Katie's resolve, and she began to doubt whether her dream would ever come true. Then, one day, as Katie sat dejectedly in the straw of the stable, a thought occurred to her. Perhaps Rosie wasn't being stubborn, perhaps she was just hungry. With a spark of hope in her eyes, Katie fetched a carrot from the nearby patch and offered it to Rosie. To Katie's amazement, Rosie eagerly devoured the carrot, her eyes softening with gratitude. And in that moment, something magical happened. Rosie's demeanor changed entirely, and she became as gentle and obedient as Katie had always hoped she would be. From that day on, Katie made sure to keep a plentiful supply of carrots on hand for Rosie. With each treat, their bond grew stronger, and they began to work together in perfect harmony. Katie taught Rosie to follow her commands with grace and precision, and Rosie responded with unwavering loyalty and trust. A year passed, and Katie and Rosie's hard work finally paid off. They became the main attraction at the Rising Sun Circus, dazzling audiences with their breathtaking performance. With Katie's graceful ballet moves and Rosie's elegant strides, they wowed crowds night after night, their bond stronger than ever before. As the final curtain fell on their last performance, the audience erupted into thunderous applause. And as Katie took her final bow, she knew that she had achieved her dream not in spite of Rosie's stubbornness, but because of it. For sometimes, the things that seem the most difficult are the ones worth fighting for. And in the end, Katie learned that with patience, perseverance, and a little bit of carrot, even the most stubborn horse can become a star. Part 2, Katie's Love Story. Years had passed since Katie's days as the star of the Rising Sun Circus. Now, as a young woman, she still dazzled audiences with her graceful performances, but her heart longed for something more. It was during one particularly memorable performance that Katie first laid eyes on Adam, the circus clown. With his colorful costume and oversized shoes, Adam stood out from the crowd, his infectious laughter filling the air with joy. Despite their differences in status within the circus, Katie felt an instant connection to Adam. His quick wit and playful demeanor captivated her, and she found herself drawn to him in a way she had never experienced before. But Adam, ever the self-deprecating clown, couldn't fathom why someone as talented and beautiful as Katie would be interested in him. He saw himself as nothing more than a silly entertainer, unworthy of her affection. Despite Adam's doubts, Katie pursued him with unwavering determination. She saw beyond the facade of the clown to the kind, compassionate man beneath. To her, Adam's laughter was like music to her ears, and his smile lit up her world like the stars in the night sky. As they spent more time together, Katie and Adam's bond grew stronger, their laughter echoing through the circus tents late into the night. They shared their hopes and dreams, their fears and insecurities, finding solace in each other's arms. But as their love blossomed, whispers of disapproval circulated among the circus performers. They couldn't understand why Katie, the star of the show, would choose to be with someone like Adam, a mere clown. But Katie paid no heed to their judgmental stares and whispered gossip. She knew that love knew no bounds, and she was willing to defy convention to be with the man she loved. One evening, as the circus prepared for their final performance of the season, Katie took Adam by the hand and led him to a quiet corner of the tent. With tears in her eyes and a tremble in her voice, she poured her heart out to him, declaring her love in the most heartfelt words she could muster. To her relief and joy, Adam's eyes filled with tears of his own, and he pulled her into a tight embrace. In that moment, they knew that they were meant to be together, no matter what obstacles stood in their way. And so, as the final curtain fell on the circus season, Katie and Adam walked hand in hand into the sunset, their hearts full of love and their spirits soaring high. For in the end, they had learned that true love was worth fighting for, no matter what others may say. And as they embarked on their new journey together, they knew that their love would endure, shining brightly like the stars in the night sky.